These conditions yesterday were extremely dangerous. The red flag was flying. They were inside the swim area. However, they got to the outer edge and it started to pull them out, which it does. The rip current pulls them out. And they got to a point where they just couldn't fight it anymore, and they ended up getting pulled out further. Two of them were able to climb onto the rocks and to get out. However, the other two weren't able to make it out.
Were they swimming, or have they been jumping off of the pier?
I know there was some talk of them jumping off the pier. That is not the case. Our investigation to this point, with the witnesses that we talked to, the ones that actually saw the incident occur, have said that they were swimming. They were not jumping off the rocks. I believe some of the witnesses may have believed they were jumping off the rocks because the two that climbed out were trying to help the others, and that's kind of where that story came up with jumping off the rocks. But at this point, we don't have any indication there was any jumping off the rocks. It was the four boys were out. They got to the edge of the swim area, and the current just pulled them out.
And so they were actually in the swim area, because there were some other reports that they had kind of gone beyond that.
They had gone to the outer edge of the swim area, and the current actually pulled them past. So that's the information that we have from our investigation to this point.
And we've just seen what the families are going through. Obviously, really upset right now. What you guys are doing all this? What's the goal? What do you?
Well, obviously recovery. I mean, this is a tragic event. No one plans on this. No one, expects this to happen. When it happens, it's very serious. We're going to do everything we can to get recovery. Hopefully today. Hopefully the conditions will be conducive enough for us to get recovery. But again, we're at the mercy of the lake. If the winds pick up and the waves get too high, again, we just can't put divers in the water. When I was out here last night, those waves were coming over the pier, and that's a pretty good indication that it's not safe to swim.